close the door with the 2-2. Swing and a miss. Strike three.
Lined into left field for a base hit. Hit in the air. That's going to be the second baseman. They have a chance for two, and they got him.
Run, the throw is in time for the out.
Lifted high into left field. Ball is way back, and that ball is way gone.
Alston Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
As we come here on our abbreviated pregame show, brought to you in part by Norman County Raceway and the Red River Valley Speedway. As we alluded to, it is literally rolling time, and with both of these teams already taking infield and outfield earlier today, they are just going to roll right into the next game. So very little time in between games here as we get you set for this contest. Our first of two state qualifiers featuring Grand Forks Red River, the 1 seed, and the 7 seed of the Fargo, make that the Valley City Highliners. So we'll take a quick break. When we come back after this, the first pitch and the starting lineups are around the corner.
Meet Blake, the messiest 4-year-old on the planet. He's no ordinary durability tester. Meet SmartStrand, no ordinary carpet. With all pet protection, it's the softest, most durable, easiest to clean carpet on the planet. When Blake's barn got a comfy makeover, SmartStrand came clean, even went up against a 2-ton rhino. Made to withstand all walks of life. Ask for SmartStrand, rhino tested, rhino approved.
Available at Carpet World, carpetworldfargo.com.
At Enbridge, we believe sustainability is the foundation of our success. How well we perform as a steward of our environment, a safe operator of essential energy infrastructure, a good neighbor, and a diverse employer defines our success. Learn more about Enbridge's environmental, social, and governance commitments and our Indigenous Reconciliation Plan at enbridge.com.
For a top-notch car wash experience, head to Fast Lane Car Wash, situated next to the Petro Stopping Center in Fargo. They treat every vehicle with the same respect and care as their own, ensuring that your car is in good hands from pre-wash preparation to hand-dry finish. Check out the Fast Lane Car Wash on the west side of the Petro Stopping Center in Fargo and spruce up your ride with interior detailing, buff, and wax at the Fast Lane with Thomas, weekdays from 9 to 2. Call 701-799-8226 to schedule an appointment.
As we come back here on yourliveevent.com, that does it for our abbreviated pregame show brought to you in part by Norman County Raceway and the Red River Valley Speedway. Opening pitch at 3:22 as this one is going to be hit on the ground. Fielded there by Kilgore, goes across the Spidell, 5-3 on the putout, and Cameron Berg is retired on one pitch. Opening pitch underway here at 3:22. Again, the Red River Valley Speedway. Go to redrivervalleyspeedway.com. Friday night races start at 7. Check out the World of Outlaw Sprint Cars on August the 24th. For more info, go to redrivervalleyspeedway.com. This one in there for a strike at 0-1 to Bailey LaRue here. Lauren Larson due up next, and then you'll have from there Addie Jewett here for the Valley City Highlanders. Cindy Larson batting fifth with Hadley Thorson. Kinley Suffolcool, Ellie Altringer with Schultheis, and then Paige Lindgren will be the flex here today for Valley City. No balls and 2 strikes. We'll get to the outfield, infield for the Rough Riders here in a moment. This goes all the way to the backstop. Dorsey in left field with Soderberg in center. Off in right field with Spike Dell in first. Manassa at second. McQuillan at short. Kilgore again at third here for Grand Forks Red River. As this is going to be hit on the ground right to McQuillan. McQuillan comes across in time, 6-3 on the putout. Then behind the plate, here is Nelson with Berg again in the circle. This one in there for a strike at 0-1. Zella Nelson behind the plate. Jocelyn Berg in the circle here. No balls, 1 strike to Lauren Larson. Here's the 0-1. That'll miss. Now 1-1. The broadcast of this tournament game has been authorized by special arrangement with the Board of Directors of the North Dakota High School Activities Association. 1 ball, 1 strike on the way here. Now 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes with 2 outs here. Here's the 1-2. This one is fisted up, playable. The catcher and Nelson just unable to see it quick enough. And there is another opportunity at 1-2. Coming up next, we'll get to Cheyenne Davies and then the championship of West Fargo and Fargo North. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Swung on and missed, and Larson gets the strikeout. A 3-up, 3-down inning here in the top half of the first inning. We head to the bottom of the first, scoreless on your liveevent.com.
Are gathering on your live event, as we'll have coverage of the Shields Softball All-Star Series on June 3rd and 4th.
Closey with the 0-2 pitch.
The Optimist Volleyball Series on June 10th and 11th.
Right corner West is there for the dig backs at Bogenry for another kill.
Plus, the Lions All-Star Basketball Series on July 15th and 16th.
Really nice quality second half. Goes off the backboard for the duck to Carson Yale.
For more information, go to yourliveevent.com.
Keep your job site stocked with reliable service from Prairie Supply Inc., the contractor's headquarters. Our team specializes in everything concrete. That means hand tools and equipment, rebar of all shapes and sizes, concrete forming packages and ICFs, decorative concrete materials like color, stain, sealers, and coatings. And let's not forget our impressive fleet of winter construction equipment to keep the concrete flowing all year round. If you've got concrete questions, we've got concrete answers at Prairie Supply Inc., the contractor's headquarters. Visit us today at any of our 6 locations.
As we go to the bottom of the first inning here with Ellen Nelson taking a ball. Nelson, the sophomore catcher behind the plate. Soderberg, the junior from there, will be batting second. McQuillan, and then you have Miss Spidell after that. As this one will miss. Now 2-0. Spidell will be playing first base here in this one. They'll be in there for a strike at 2-1. Soderberg again, then Riley McQuillan will be in the shortstop position here for the senior. Sophomore Spidell batting fourth. Here's the 2-1 pitch. That one will miss for a ball. So Nelson will take the walk. And then you got a courtesy runner here as Letagee will come on. So Addison will come on in courtesy run. After Spidell, it'll be Jocelyn Berg. And then from there, you'll have Taylor Kilgore as well. This is going to be a bunt opportunity. The third baseman coming across, not going to be in time. The extended runner, Letagee, will get all the way to third as there's no one covering. So for Soderberg, it'll be a single on the way, and runners will be at the corners here for Red River. Runner's going to go down to second base. There will be no throw from Thorson behind the plates. Soderberg now will be in scoring position. As this will miss to McQuillan, now 2-0. This is going to be hit in the air. That's to left field, way back to the warning track, and that one's off the wall. One run comes in to score. Second run here with Soderberg's being waved in. Here's the relay at the plate, and she's gunned down. Oh, what a play on the relay. Berg to Suffolk to Thorson, 7-6-2, and Soderberg is retired at home. So Ledegi comes in to score to make it 1-0. There is one out now, and a runner at third base, as this one will pop in with Spidell. Will be 1-0. So McQuillan able to make it a 1-0 lead. Highlanders do get the out at home. This one is going to be popped up, playable. Suffolk calling everybody off at short, and there's out number 2. So Spidell is retired on 2 pitches. As now you have Jocelyn Berg. Swung on and missed. Now 0-1. So McQuillan does get the run driven in. Again, for the Rough Riders, she stands at third. 0-1 pitch is foul. Back now 0-2. But really good play there by Berg in left field to hit the cutoff to Suffolk. Suffolk then to Thorson to apply the tag, and being caught down at home was Soderberg again. This is going to be hitting the air, pop up. Suffolk comes back and able to retire the side here on that particular half inning. As we played one here today between the Rough Riders and the Highliners, it's 1-0 Red River here on your liveevent.com.
This is Chris from RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer. This spring has been a trying time, and we may feel everything is out of our control. Please remember to slow down and stay safe this spring. Come home to your families each and every night. Please use this time to make sure your planter is ready to go. Keep downtime to a minimum. When you get into the fields, we are here to help you with any planting issues that may come up. RDK Enterprises, 636-2119 or planterdoc.com.
Red River Valley Speedway, what a great place to let your heart race. Excitement second to none. Every Friday night you're gonna feel your destination for family fun.
Get ready for racing this Friday night at 7 at the Red River Valley Speedway. Family fun for everyone. This week it's Military Appreciation Night and First Responder Night. Sponsored by FM Drain Cleaning and Services, Leinenkugels, and Finley Motors. For details, log on to redrivervalleyspeedway.com.
As we head to the top of the second inning here from Costfield and Castleton for the Grand Forks Red River Rough Riders, able to score a run across on 2 hits. There was no errors and a runner left on base. Played one complete here. It's Addie Jewett due up on the way. Here for the Valley City Highliners, batting cleanup. The pitcher in the first game in their win over Shanley. Now the third baseman here. It's a big swing. Now it'll be 0-1. So no balls and a strike here on the top of the second. The 0-1 offering. This will be hit on the ground to the second baseman. Manassa unable to come up with it, and that'll be an error on the second baseman. Manassa unable to come up with that one. Runner on first. As now for the Highlanders, you will have Cindy Larson. Larson comes up here. McQuillan again with the RBI in the bottom of the first inning for Red River to get the first run across. As it'll now be 0-1 on the way here to Sydney Larson, batting 5th in the lineup. Runner at first base with Addie Jewett. The pitch. Runner's going to stay put. As it's now 0-2. So no balls, 2 strikes here. This will be out of the zone. There's the throw back to first. Diving in there is Jewett. That's now 1 ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2 offering. That'll miss. Now 2-2. Jewett again stands at first base. Sidney Larson able to reach base on the air by the second baseman again there with Jewett. Here's the 2-2 offering. Popped up. This one will be over the press box. And we'll do it all over again here at 2-2. The Valley City Highlanders, 7 wins, 9 losses. For Grand Forks Red River, 15-4 on the season. Rough Riders trying to make it 3 consecutive years that they've made it to a state tournament. They can knock off the Highlanders here. This will miss out of the zone. Now make it 3-2. EDC softball tournament here today from Castleton. As we still have 2 more games to go. The 3-2 pitch upcoming here with the runner at first. Swung on and missed, and Berg is able to get the strikeout. Her second. 1 down here in the second inning, as you'll now have Hadley Thorson. Thorson, the senior catcher here for the Highlanders. Valley City able to defeat the Shanley Deacons earlier today, 10-6 to get here. Red River lost to North 10-7 in the semifinals. This one swung on and missed with Thorson now 0-1. As Grand Forks Red River with the early lead. Highlanders with a tying run here in the second at first base. Here's the 0-1 opportunity. Hit on the ground. This one goes through the wickets of Kilgore. And all of a sudden now Jewett will stand at second. And Hadley Thorson is aboard at first base. That one went right through the wickets of Kilgore there. And you'll have Suffolk coming up to plate. We might have a courtesy runner as well here for the Valley City Highlanders. As the head coach again for Valley City, Autumn Perry, comes out. We'll see who the courtesy runner is coming on for Valley City. For Thorson over at first. So 1 down here in the second. You'll have Jewett at second base. And she might be actually the one that's coming out, and it looks to be like it. It will be. So Valley City will be bringing in a new runner on with Welkin. So Welkin will come on and play and run now at second. And Kinley Suffolk will be due up now. So Suffolk up now for the Highlanders. The sophomore shortstop. This one going to be swung on and missed. It's now 0-1 here for the sophomore shortstop. No balls and a strike here with an out. As you will have Berg in the circle. Here's the 0-1. That'll miss now. 1 ball and 1 strike. EDC softball tournament at the conclusion of this game. We'll get to Cheyenne Davies, and then later tonight we'll get to the EDC tournament championship game. Here's the 1-1. This is going to go foul now at 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes here with 1 out. Jewett again gets courtesy run in for Welkin, standing now at second base. Here's the 1-2. That'll miss out of the zone now. 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2 balls, 2 strikes upcoming here to the number 7 batter in the lineup for the Valley City Highlanders. Was Berg, looking for her second strikeout of the inning. This one would be foul back. Berg with a 3-up, 3-down first. Jewett reached base on an error. And a strikeout of Larson, and then Thorson able to get aboard too after hitting one right underneath Kilgore. A 2-2 upcoming on the way. This is hitting the air. That's to right center field, and that's going to plate at least potentially one run. Rounding third is Welkin. Here's the relay throw, not in time. Thorson comes in to score as well as Suffolk able to get the base knock as two runners come in here for the Valley City Highliners. Welkin comes in to score. Thorson goes first to home, and the Highliners take a 2-1 lead. As Ellie Altringer comes up now, it's 2-1 again in favor, with Suffolk with the base knock there. The pitch, swung on and missed with Altringer, the designated player. Here's the 0-1 upcoming. The pitch, this one will miss for a ball, now 1-1. So for the Valley City Highlanders, able to come back immediately and take the lead now at 2-1 in the top half of the second inning in this state qualifier. The pitch, that'll miss outside. As Valley City trying to bring in that extra run over at third base. Trying to bring her in. Well, Berg is going to minimize the damage here with the infield in. Swung on and missed. And that'll be a strikeout here as Altringer is retired. Third strikeout here for Berg. And now you'll have Bethany coming up to the plate. So Schultheis due up now with 2 down. And the pitch. Schultheis will take a strike here at 0-1, then back to the top of the lineup here with Cameron Berg. Grand Forks, Red River, and Valley City here this season. Red River 1-5, 13-1 back on May the 6th in their only matchup of the year. That's now 0-2. Number 1 overall seed against the number 7 seed, and then in our next game we'll have the 3 versus the 8 for a state qualifier. No balls, 2 strikes with 2 outs. The pitch. Strike 3 looking to retire this side. There was 2 runs across here for the Valley City Highlanders. They did leave 1 as Berg is able to strike out the side here in the second inning. We're back after this from Coss Field in Castleton on your liveevent.com.
Take your softball or baseball skills to the next level with personalized instruction from the professional staff at the Ball Yard. Their mission is to provide area players, young and old, the opportunity to improve their skills in a professional level facility and to provide a high level of instruction to youth players to help them achieve their goals at the Ball Yard. Come and visit the one place in the Fargo-Moorhead area where it's always summer. For more information, go online to fmballyard.com. That's fmballyard.com.
As we come back here, Taylor Kilgore with Sather and Dorsey due up here, going up against Cindy Larson in the circle. 1 ball, no strikes on the way to the Red River third baseman, as this one will miss. Now 2-0. So 2-0 upcoming. This is going to be foul back, and it'll be 2-1. Earlier today, the West Fargo Packers able to pick up the win, 8-6 over Cheyenne. Here's the pitch. This one goes foul back. It's now 2-2. This is going to be hit up the first base side. This will die in for a base knock for Kilgore. She'll take the big leap around and get to second base on the way here for Taylor. And it's a base knock on the way, the third hit. And then Sather coming up to the plate here for Grand Forks Red River as they're trying to tie it up early. This one will miss again for a ball, now 2-0. With a runner at second base here with Rebecca Sather, the designated player, 2-0 on the way. This one is foul back, now 2-1 in a game that got underway at 3:22, 23 minutes ago. Brooke Dorsey due up next after that. So 2 balls and a strike on the way here to the number 7 batter in the lineup for Red River. The 2-1, that'll miss. Now 3-1. 3-1 pitch. This one will get through the glove on the pass ball to allow Kilgore to get to third base. Sather will take the walk. The first free pass. Make that the second free pass of the contest here, and you'll have a runners now at first and third as Brooke Dorsey digs in here for Grand Forks Red River. Dorsey fouls this one off. It now will be 0-1. And then at second base here again will go Sather. So no balls and a strike. Here's the 0-1. This one's going to be popped up into short center field and dropping for a base knock. Coming in to score from third base will be Kilgore. Sather will take third, and Dorsey gets a single. Another base knock here for Red River as we're tied at 2 apiece. As you will have Manassa due up here, the second baseman for Grand Forks Red River. Reminder, the Norman County Raceway. Check out the Norman County Raceway in Ada for their complete race schedule, race times, and more throughout the summer months. Go to normancountyraceway.com. That's normancountyraceway.com. Runner going to go from first to second base here with Dorsey. And Red River trying to take the lead back here in the bottom half of the second inning against Valley City after Valley City played 2 runs in the top half. Highlanders will bring the infield in. This will miss for a ball. Now 2-0, and then goes back to the top of the lineup here with Ella Nelson. 2-0 pitch. Fly ball. That's going to be hit down the left field line, and that'll be a foul ball. Now at 2-1. So 2 balls and a strike here. Here to Manassa, and then they will say 1-2 behind the plate. So 1 ball and 2 strikes with Nelson due up next. This one will miss to 2-2. Runner at second base is Dorsey. Sather stands at third. 2-2 is foul tipped, and we'll do it again at 2 balls and 2 strikes with Ella Nelson now due up next. As Grand Forks River has put 1 run across so far here in this one. With the Dorsey RBIs, this is going to be hit down the third baseline, but foul. So 2 balls, 2 strikes on the way. Manassa trying to work through this one, as you'll have Ella Nelson due up after that. The 2-2 fouled. And we'll keep it again at 2 balls and 2 strikes. The 2-2, as this one will miss. Now 3-2. Here's the 3-2 on the way. Swung on and missed, and there's the strikeout. Sydney Larson gets the strikeout here. That's her first out of the inning. More importantly, keeps the runners at bay at second and third as it goes back to the top of the lineup here with Ella Nelson. Nelson walked, and then a courtesy runner came in to score for her. This one will miss for a ball. It's now 1-0. So Red River with a run across in the first, a run across so far here in the second. The 1-0 pitch is going to be hit in the air. That's to left, way back to the warning track. That ball's gone. A 3-run homer for the leadoff batter, Ella Nelson, and Red River takes a 5-2 lead. 4 runs in the inning. Nelson hits one out to left on the 3-run shot here in the bottom of the second inning. As it's now 5-2 in favor of Grand Forks Red River. Final from Target Field, the Twins pick up a win over the Rangers 5-3. So the Minnesota Twins will at least split with Texas in the Memorial Day weekend series. After taking game 1 last night, as this one goes foul, now 0-1. Taking a look at this one, Kirilloff able to go 2 for 4 with 2 runs scored, a home run, and 3 runs driven in today for the Minnesota Twins. The 0-1 pitch in there for a strike, now 0-2 to Brooklyn. Soderberg singled in the first and was eventually run down at home. Oh, what a glove play by Jewett at third. Put the glove down like a magnet. The softball came there, goes across to LaRue. 5-3 on the putout, and there's 2 down. As Riley McQuillan comes up now. McQuillan has got a run batted in. She nearly hit a home run out to left earlier where we saw that 3-run homer there for Nelson back in the first. The 1-0 batter number 7 here of the inning for Grand Forks Red River. The 1-0 hit on the ground. Foul, now 1-1. One and one upcoming here. This one hit on the ground, foul. Now 1-2. Valley City looking for the final out here at the bottom of the second. This will instead be a McQuillan base knocked down the left field line. McQuillan makes her way to second base for another double. McQuillan with an extra base hit yet again here today for Red River, and this with a 2-out variety. It's now 5-2. As Spidell popped out her last time up in the first. We'll dig in now for Red River. Spidell hits one up the first base line. That'll go foul into the batting cages. As Fargo Davies again and West Fargo Cheyenne will play in the second state qualifier. If Red River wins this game, the 3 consecutive years they've made state, while Valley City can win this game, it'll be their 10th state tournament appearance in program history. Unable to make it last year after making it 7 straight from 15 to 2022 outside of COVID year where no one was able to play. A 1-1, that'll be in the turf. Now 2-1. The 7th seed and the 1 seed, and it's the top seed Red River right now with the advantage here in the second. Here's a 2-1. This will be hit on the ground, and this one will go foul. All the games have gone the distance here today. Taking a look at what we had earlier with Valley City, Shanley back and forth game. Highlanders put 4 runs in the 5th, 4 runs in the 6th in their 10-6 win over the Shanley Deacons. As this will be a strikeout, got to complete it on the way. They're able to do so. Thorson to LaRue on the K, and Larson gets her second strikeout of the contest. But Red River puts 4 runs across here in the second, and we got a new score. It's 5-2 Red River here on your liveevent.com.
Hungry and on the road, Petro Stopping Center in Fargo has got your back. With an impressive lineup of goodies including Popeye's Chicken, Charlie's Cheesesteaks, Cinnabon, Papa John's, and a mouth-watering full-sized restaurant, the Dolly Down Grill, you'll be spoiled for choice. Whether you're a quick pit stopper or looking to settle in for a while, Petro Stopping Center's Fargo location has got you covered 24/7 every day of the week. Cruise on over to their spot just off 45th Street and I-94 and indulge in a feast fit for the road warrior in you.
It's the most prestigious, challenging, rewarding tour on dirt. The most wanted, baddest outlaws, and the most powerful late models on the planet. The world of outlaws, King's Late Models.
Top of the third inning we go here for the Valley City Highlanders. Cameron Berg, Bailey LaRue, and Lauren Larson here, 1, 2, 3. As Berg was able to go 1 through 3 with a grounder, and a strikeout the first time through. There's the slap to third baseman Kilgore. Comes across to Spidell, 5-3 on the putout, and there's 1 down. Bailey LaRue, the junior first baseman here, 0 for 1 with the grounder to McQuillan at short. Here's the pitch. Foul back, and now will be 0-1. So no balls and a strike here with Lauren Larson, then due up next. So far on the way for Berg. She's had herself the freshman. 2 innings of work so far. This one will miss in the turf. Now it's 1-1. Going back to what we were saying earlier, Valley City defeated Shanley 10-6. Red River fell to North 10-7. They never led against the Spartans. Jocelyn Berg, 3 innings of work, 6 hits, 5 runs, 3 walks, and 2 strikeouts against Fargo North. This one swung on a miss. Now 1-2, and in our last game, West Fargo and Cheyenne, 8-6 Packers over the Mustangs. West Fargo with 3 runs in the bottom of the third inning and able to hold on in the top half of the 7th. The 1-2 pitch upcoming to from Berg is, this one will miss. For Grand Forks Red River, a senior with Ella Weipert on the roster with Riley McQuillan as well, and then Bishop Diaz. Everybody else, a lot of juniors and sophomores here this season for Red River. The 2-2. Hit in the air, and that one is going to get into center field. It's a base knock on the way for LaRue as it gets by and down as it gets by Berg in the circle. It's a base knock here, and for the Highlanders, they will have their second hit of the game. So runner at first base, as it's now Lauren Larson with a strikeout her last time up. The pitch, hit on the ground. That goes to second baseman Manassa, able to get the runner out. 4-3 on the putout with Larson. LaRue will take second base, and there's 2 down. It's a good job by Manassa there at second, just not doing too much with that particular softball. Getting 1 out here and trying to get 1 out closer to getting the bats up in the bottom half of the third inning. Addie Jewett reached base on an error, and then a courtesy run came in to score. This one kind of a swing, but it gets through the glove of Nelson behind the plate, so the runner in LaRue will go to third on the pass ball. No balls and a strike on the way here with Addie. And then from there, Cindy Larson due up next. The 0-1. Big swing now, 0-2 for Red River. They will have their 5, 6, and 7 batters with Jocelyn Berg, Kilgore, and Sather up in the bottom half of the third inning. No balls, 2 strikes with 2 outs. The pitch, that'll be out of the zone. Now 1-2. So for the Highlanders here, trying to see if they can get a run across. in the third and cut that deficit down to 2. The pitch. Berg instead gets a strikeout looking. Her 5th punch out of the contest. 1 in the first, struck out the side in the second, and 1 here in the third. Valley City Highlanders leave a runner in scoring position as we head to the bottom half of the inning next on YourLiveEvent.com.
Meet Blake, the messiest 4-year-old on the planet. He's no ordinary durability tester. Meet SmartStrand, no ordinary carpet. With all pet protection, it's the softest, most durable, easiest to clean carpet on the planet. When Blake's barn got a comfy makeover, SmartStrand came clean, even went up against a 2-ton rhino. Made to withstand all walks of life. Ask for SmartStrand, rhino tested, rhino approved.
Available at Carpet World, carpetworldfargo.com.
At Enbridge, we believe sustainability is the foundation of our success. How well we perform as a steward of our environment, a safe operator of essential energy infrastructure, a good neighbor, and a diverse employer defines our success. Learn more about Enbridge's environmental, social, and governance commitments and our Indigenous Reconciliation Plan at enbridge.com.
As we come back here for the Grand Forks Red River Rough Riders, Jocelyn Berg will be leading it off. Berg 0 for 1 here in the game so far today, as this one will miss for a ball. It's now 1-0. As for the Valley City Highlanders, the 1-0 pitch. This will miss. Now 2-0. So for Grand Forks Red River, put a couple more runs across here in the third inning. They would like to stretch this game out. That's the one thing that we've had today. It's been well within reach for most of these teams. Even if you get up a couple runs early, you just haven't given up the big 8 or 9 run inning. You minimize the damage through the first 3 games to still give yourself a chance and play the full 7. 3-0 pitch for Larson in there for a strike. So Berg, Kilgore, and Sather again here for Red River in the inning. That'll be in there for a strike as well. Work the count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes on the way. Here to the number 5 batter in the Rough Rider lineup. 3-2. Popped up. Lindgren unable to get there. Rounding first on her way to second is going to be Berg. Berg will stand there as Lindgren was trying to get there. Larson will back it up. It's going to be a base knock on the way for Berg, as that's going to be the 7th run. And then here for Red River, they will have a courtesy runner coming out in Bishop Diaz.
Courtesy runner at second base for the Riders, number 13, Mackenzie Bishop Diaz.
So Bishop Diaz now will be at second base. And for Red River, they'll bat with a runner in scoring position. As Kilgore takes a ball. It's now 1-0. Cindy Larson on for her 3rd inning of work so far. 2 runs, 2 innings, 7 hits, 5 runs as this one goes foul. Gave up a leadoff walk in the first that came in to score. Gave up a walk in the second. And does have 2 strikeouts both in the 2nd inning. The pitch. That'll miss. As Kilgore steps back in. Good off-speed pitch. Swung on. Nicely spotted there by Larson. 2 balls, 2 strikes on the way here to Taylor Kilgore. There's the 2-2. Nearly earned the strikeout. Instead, it'll go 3-2. Full count upcoming here to Kilgore. That'll earn a walk. Kilgore gets to first. 3rd free pass here for Cindy Larson, and now you have runners at first and second. as Rebecca Sather the designated player earned a walk her last time up here for the Rough Riders. Sather looking to bunt. This one hit up the third base side. Perfectly executed bunt for Sather as he couldn't do much with it for the third baseman there for the Valley City Highliners in Ashlyn Hartzell. As Hartzell again is the new third baseman. And that's an infield base knock for Sather. Perfectly executed. Base is full. Bishop Diaz at third base. Kilgore at second with Sather at first. Infield comes in for the Highliners. As Dorsey with a single her last time up, an RBI variety to tie the game at 2 apiece. Red River now with a chance to open up the game here in the third. The 1-0. Hit on the ground. Suffolk gloves it. Comes in and one hops the catcher. Thorson as this goes all the way to the backstop. They do get a run across. So Kilgore will go towards third. Sather will go towards second. Dorsey able to get aboard for a second time. And this one will be the fielder's choice as all the bases were full on that particular one. It's now 6-2. As Grand Forks River able to get the bases loaded. Run across here in the bottom of the third inning for Valley City. Had the opportunity there to try to minimize the outs. As Manassa here, 0 for 1 in the game with a strikeout. Sees this one, and that'll miss for a ball. It's now 1-0. This one will miss. Now 2-0. The pitch going to be hit up the third base line, and that one will go foul at 2-1. Red River with 1 run across in the first, 4 runs in the second, and so far a run across here in the third with nobody out, bases full of Rough Riders. This is going to be on the ground off the glove of Suffolk. Coming in to score is Kilgore. Sather is going to come in as well. 2 runs across here for Red River as they now take an 8-2 advantage. Back to the top of the lineup here with Ella Nelson. Dorsey stands at second. Manassa able to get on board there, and it's 8-2 Grand Forks Red River. And they've started to separate themselves a little bit here in the bottom half of the third inning. This one will run in. Nelson with the 3-run homer to give Red River the 5-2 lead her last time up down the left field line. Here's the 1-0 pitch. That'll miss, now 2-0. Two balls, no strikes. This one will miss, now 3-0. Brooklyn Soderberg due up next. Runners at first and second again for Red River. The pitch. That'll be in there for a strike here for Cindy Larson. It's now 3-1. 5 batters in the first inning, 8 batters in the second, and so far the 6th batter here in the third, and it'll be a walk to fill the bases. As you will have Soderberg coming up. Courtesy runner again for Red River coming on for the Rough Riders will be Addison Ludwig. Came in to score via the courtesy runner back in the first inning. So Soderberg will come up to the plate. 1 of 2 here today. First pitch swinging, hits one foul. Now 0-1. Cheyenne and Davies coming up, then North and West Fargo in the EDC Championship. Those are our final 2 games of the day here in Castleton. Coverage got underway at 8:59 this morning for our first of 6. The 0-1. Back, it'll be 0-2. So right now for Grand Forks Red River, yes, you've played it a couple runs across so far in the inning, but trying to get as quickly and as possible up by 10 runs here potentially in the third if they can do so. So 1 hop, and now will be 1-2. If that's the case, you'd be up by 10 after 4.5. The game would be over through 5. If Red River could get to that point for Valley City, all about getting that first out of the inning. As the Highlanders right now, they've seen 7 Red River batters to the plate without recording out. 2 balls, 2 strikes on the way here. Bottom of the 3rd inning. Highlanders did hold a 2-1 lead after the Suffolk RBI, but immediately coming back was Red River in the bottom half of the 2nd, and now here in the bottom half of the 3rd as well. 2-2 pitch in on the ground. Suffolk gloves it, flips it over to the second baseman, Schultheis. The runner coming around second to third will come in and score here for Red River. So Dorsey will come in and score. Manassa will make her way from second to come in. And then the courtesy runner in Leneggy is recorded out, and Soderberg will get the fielder's choice. It's now 10-2. And there is 1 down here, so aggressive base running on the way for Red River. Able to get that across. As the 1-0 pitch to McQuillan. And now will be 1-1. McQuillan with a double and a double. An RBI variety. And McQuillan in the first game with 2 doubles and a sacrifice fly against Fargo North. Here's a high fly ball hit down the left field line as that one is going foul. It's now 1-2. So 1 out here, bottom of the 3rd inning. Ellis Bidell due up next as West Fargo Cheyenne is in the batting cages getting ready for their state qualifier with the Eagles. This going to be hit on the ground to the 3rd baseman. Able to get the lead runner. So Hartzell able to get the lead runner at second base to Schultheis, and there's 2 down.
First baseman, number 3, Ellis Bidell.
So 5-4 on the putout as it goes to Spidell here for the Rough Riders. Spidell hits one into left field way back, and that one's going to be off the wall. Rounding second, on her way to third. Is McQuillan now at third base. Spidell gets a double, another extra base hit for Grand Forks Red River. As you'll have Jocelyn Berg now up at the plate. The pitch. Berg pops this one up. That's going to be to center field, and that'll retire the side here for Red River. But the Rough Riders able to plate 5 runs across in the 3rd, and they take now a 10-2 lead here in Castleton on yourliveevent.com.
Car wash experience, head to Fast Lane Car Wash, situated next to the Petro Stopping Center in Fargo. They treat every vehicle with the same respect and care as their own, ensuring that your car is in good hands from pre-wash preparation to hand-dry finish. Check out the Fast Lane Car Wash on the west side of the Petro Stopping Center in Fargo and spruce up your ride with interior detailing, buff, and wax at the Fast Lane with Thomas, weekdays from 9 to 2. Call 701-799-8226 to schedule an appointment.
Top of the 4th inning here on yourliveevent.com. Grand Forks River 10, Valley City 2. Let's get to an update brought to you in part by the Red River Valley Fair. Check out the yourliveevent.com free stage powered by Halstead Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting. You can check out the live entertainment as well on the main stage. Everything from the Google Dolls to Skillet Ludacris, Blake Shelton, and more. Get your tickets at the RedRiverValleyFair.com. That's the RedRiverValleyFair.com in West Fargo. A reminder, 3 weekends in a row starting on June 28th through the 30th is the first weekend. That's our Red River Valley Fair in-game update earlier today here on YourLiveEvent.com. Grand Forks River fell to Fargo North by a final of 10-7, as this one is going to be fouled back here by Hadley Thorson. On the opposite side for the Valley City Highlanders, they were able to defeat Fargo Shanley 10-6. Still got one more game of a state qualifier to come. Fargo Davies, the only team that has yet to play in Castleton today that was still alive after they got their game in yesterday, as this will come in and hit by a pitch and making her way. Here will be Valley City at the first baseline, as this will be Cindy Larson. So Larson will be a hit by pitch. That'll be the first free pass of the game for Berg. And now you'll have Hadley Thorson coming up to the plate, as Valley City will bring on the courtesy runner here, as this would be Potratz. Jaya Potratz will come on. So Potratz will be at first base. And for Larson, and for the Valley City Highlanders, work to be done, down by 8. This one will go back to the pitcher. They give it to McQuillan. They turn one. Can't turn the double play, but they do retire Potratz out at second. Thorson will reach base on the fielder's choice. 1-6 on the putout. Now it's to Kinley Suffolcool, as there's a runner on with one down now here for Valley City. This will be in there for a strike now, 0-1. If Valley City is unable to score any runs here in the top half of the fourth, Red River just needs 2 runs in the bottom half and 3 more outs, and this would be a 10-run rule variety in the top half of the fifth if that does occur. This will miss for a ball. Now 1-1. So if you're Valley City right now, kind of in that danger zone of a softball game with that 10-run rule, where you want to get at least a run or two across if possible here and see if you can get Red River out in order. This will be a slow grounder. McQuillan has a play. They get the lead runner again. Try to turn 2, unable to do so, but the middle infield doing a nice job. McQuillan goes 6-4 on the putout. Suffolcool is able to reach base on the fielder's choice. And now coming up to the plate is Altringer. So Altringer up now here for the Highliners. Number 8 in the lineup for the batter. This one will miss on the inner part of the plate. It's 1-0. So 2 down here in the fourth. Runner at first base now stands with Suffolcool. The pitch. There's the throw back to first by Dell. Applies a tag. Won't make a difference as Suffolcool is back in safely. Now 2 balls and no strikes. Kilgore to lead things off in the bottom of the fourth inning for Red River. 2-0 pitch upcoming here in the circle. This is going to be laced up the first base dugout foul. Now 2-1. High school softball here today. EDC tournament going on. Here's the pitch on the way from Berg. 2-1 is fouled, and look out in the batting cages as Cheyenne is having to kind of duck and cover a little bit, and now it'll be 2-2 as Cheyenne again warming up. That one went right on top of the batting cages here. Here's the 2-2 all over again. As Berg looks in. That'll be out of the zone. Now 3-2. Runner at first base is Suffolcool here as Altringer trying to get aboard. Keep the line moving here for the Highlanders in the top of the fourth inning. That'll miss. Able to do so. Altringer able to get the second walk of the inning here against Berg. And now runners at first and second for Valley City. Schuldheis 0 for 1 with a strikeout. As the pitch, that'll miss for a ball. Now 1-0. Valley City 7 wins, 9 losses on the season. Red River 15-4. 2 down here with 2 runners on in the top half of the fourth, and an opportunity. Valley City needs to try to get a run or two across here. That'll be in there for a strike at 1-1. Batter number 5 in the inning here for the Highlanders. The 1-1. That'll miss out of the zone. Now 2-1 in a game that's nearing the 60-minute mark. As Berg right now trying to find the zone here for Red River after a couple free passes in the inning. 2-1 pitch, going to be hit foul. Now 2-2. Valley City had that breakfast and softball game starting at 9 o'clock in the morning, and they had a little bit of time in between, while Red River lost to Fargo North, had a game in between to get ready for this second contest of their day in Castleton. The 2-2 pitch upcoming from Berg. That'll miss. Now 3-2. Then it goes back to the top of the lineup here where Cameron is due up next. Jocelyn Berg, the freshman, with the 3-2. I'll miss. It's a walk. And the bases are full of Highlanders, thanks in part to a hit batter and 2 walks, a couple of fielders' choices. As now coming up to the plate will be Cameron Berg. So 2 outs here, 10-2 Red River with the advantage, and Valley City has loaded the bases here in the 4th inning. So for the Highlanders right now, Suffolcool makes her way to third base, Altringer to second, and Schultheis able to work a walk. Good job by Bethany here. Just kind of talking it over. We'll see if they do make a pitching change or not with Jocelyn Berg, and Berg looks to stay in the circle right now, as the only other pitcher that we've seen was Spidell against Fargo North, but this could be an opportunity just to give Jocelyn a calm, cool, collective breath, let her regain her composure. The opposite side, if there is a run or two across, we might see Spidell coming up to the plate. Cameron Berg 0 for 2 with a couple of groundouts to third baseman and Kilgore. 2 out here and nowhere to put her. Another slash hit. This one will go foul. Now 0-1. As a left fielder in Dorsey is nearly playing almost right down the left field line. If there could be something hit into left center, Highlanders could run for a while, as this will go for a ball. Now 1-1. Soderberg playing a little bit more to pull in right center than Clough playing over in right here in our normal position. But again, Dorsey nearly playing down the left field line and left. Check swing, did she go? There is no appeal on that. Looks to be a ball. It will be 2-1. Berg with a hit batter and 2 walks. All those cost her here in the 4th. That'll be in there for a strike. Now 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes on the way to the Valley City Highlander leadoff batter. The 2-2 pitch on the way. Strike 3 looking to retire the side. No runs, no hits, no errors, but 3 runners left. As we play 3.5 here from Castleton, it's 10-2 Red River on your liveevent.com.
It's the North Dakota All-Star Gathering on your live event, as we'll have coverage of the Shields Softball All-Star Series on June 3rd and 4th.
Closey with the 0-2 pitch.
The Optimist Volleyball Series on June 10th and 11th.
Right corner West is there for the dig back set. Boganry for another kill.
Plus, the Lions All-Star Basketball Series on July 15th and 16th.
Really nice quality second half. Goes off the backboard for the duck to Carson Yale.
For more information, go to yourliveevent.com.
Bottom of the 4th inning, as the Valley City Highlanders will be coming on with Cindy Larson here for another inning of work. And for the Valley City Highlanders, they got to hope they hold Red River to 1 or 0 runs, because anything over that, if it's 2 or more, we'll start talking about the 10-run rule once we get to the top of the 5th inning. And Valley City would be down to their final 3 outs if they can't get it under 10. And then if Red River comes back up and they do get it to 10 in the bottom of the 5th, it still would be a 10-run rule regardless. So, interesting part of the game with these two in terms of strategy. Taylor Kilgore, a double with a walk, has a couple of runs scored so far here today for Grand Forks Red River. And Kilgore, this will come up and hit her. So Kilgore will take the free pass here for Grand Forks Red River, as you will have now Rebecca Sather. As they're kind of just shaking it off to make sure that Kilgore looks to be all right. As I think she got the thumbs up across the way from her head coach. As now Sather digs in. This one will miss for a ball at 1-0. One ball and one strike upcoming here. Since Ellen Nelson parked one into left, it's been all Red River. That made it 5-2. Rough Riders have scored the last 8 runs here of the contest. That's going to be pop up to the second baseman. Schultheis is there, and there's one down. So that Nelson 3-run homer that kind of opened up the game for Red River. They added to it. As now you'll have a runner at first base here, again with Taylor Kilgore. Dorsey with a single and a fielder's choice of the run scored so far today, looking to bunt. Runner's going to go to second base. That's going to get by the shortstop, so we get the stolen base with the air. And now it's going to be 1-0 with the count upcoming here to Brooke Dorsey. So going from first to third will be going first to third there will be Kilgore. Dorsey trying to bring her in at the plate. The 1-0 now 2-0. 2-0 count upcoming. This will be a mile-high pop-up into left. Berg will come in. Here's the tag opportunity. The relay not in time. Dorsey gets the sacrifice fly for Red River to make it now 11-2. Valley City does get the second out of the inning, and Red River will come up now with Manassa. Sack fly on the way here for Dorsey. As this will go out of the zone. Now 1-0, then back to the top of the lineup with that sophomore catcher in Ella Nelson. 1-0 pitch. This will be popped out of play, and we'll have it now 1-1. All things considered, pretty much on schedule for the majority of the day. A couple of long games, going 7 through the distance. The 1-1. Now 2-1 upcoming. Next game up will be Fargo Davies and West Fargo Cheyenne. Davies will get their infield outfield as they haven't played yet today. Where Red River and Valley City, they already played, so the infield outfield kind of goes out the door, and the umpires are ready to go for that new batch of 3 coming in. The 3-1. This is going to be hitting the air. That's to left center field, and that one will hop the wall. Berg and Larson couldn't get there. Manassa gets to second. Here's the big turn to third, and she's in there for Red River. This runner stands at third base now, as you will have Ella Nelson. Nelson will come up a walk, a 3-run homer, and a walk so far here in this one. As Nelson will dig in here for Red River. 2 down in the bottom of the 4th inning First pitch swinging. This one goes to Suffolk at short. Suffolk will be gloved by LaRue in the turf. It's 6-3 on the put-up. But a run does come across for Grand Forks Red River as they now lead it 11-2 as we head to the top of the fifth inning next here on your liveevent.com.
Keep your job site stocked with reliable service from Prairie Supply Inc., the contractor's headquarters. Our team specializes in everything concrete. That means hand tools and equipment, rebar of all shapes and sizes, concrete forming packages and ICFs, decorative concrete materials like color, stain, sealers, and coatings. And let's not forget our impressive fleet of winter construction equipment to keep the concrete flowing all year round. If you've got concrete questions, we've got concrete answers at Prairie Supply Inc., the contractor's headquarters. Visit us today at any of our 6 locations.
Top of the fifth inning here on yourliveevent.com. For Valley City, they got out of the bottom half of the fourth, only giving up 1 run. Now they got to get some runs across, because if they don't, and Red River, for example, hits a homer on the first batter of the fifth, it would be the 10-run rule variety. So Valley City right now needs to get some runs across here as they will send their 2, 3, and 4 batters to the plate against Berg in the circle. As Bailey LaRue coming up here for the Valley City Highlanders. Still to come, we'll get to our modified version of the Petro Stopping Center post-game report. Let them gas your ride, whether you're looking for a quick stop or you're looking to just kind of put the feet up on your travels. Or also, don't forget about the Dolly Don Restaurant, their Papa John's Pizza, chicken from Popeyes, that and more, and the Charlie's Juicy Cheesesteaks on the Petro Stopping Center just off 45th Street and I-94 in Fargo. This will miss for a ball. Bailey LaRue, 1 of 2 in the game so far with a single. Back in the 3rd inning. Highlanders down by 9 here in the top of the 5th. Going to be hit, and that'll be a foul ball. Kind of hopping it like a jump rope there was Lauren Larson in the on-deck circle. And the lefties, when they're behind, that third base dugout is dangerous. I haven't seen that as much throughout this tournament up the first base dugout. Off-speed pitch. LaRue swung on and missed. Now 1-2. Seen where the shadows have made their way throughout the day here in Castleton. From what we had in the morning to now about as perfect of a day as you could ask for as this one is fouled. Now at 1-2. Grand Forks Red River, the number 1 overall seed. Taking a look at the 1 seeds in the last 5 years. Championships, championship, runner-up, and then championship. So the 1 seed this year trying to get 2 states. As this will miss out of the zone now 2-2. Also, if Red River does win this game, they will be the 3 seed from the East, which means Cheyenne or Davies then would be the 4 seed from the East entering state. The 2-2 is going to be fouled. If the Highlanders could come back and win, they'd either be the 3 or the 4, barring the outcome of our next contest. So with the win for Red River being the 1 seed, they didn't play Cheyenne and they already beat Davies, they would automatically be with that 1 seed again, the number 3 from the East. 2-2, there's the strikeout. Never in the dirt, LaRue is recorded for the out, and there's 6 strikeouts here for Berg. 1 down. Lauren Larson, that is, 0 for 2 with a ground out her last time up in the 3rd. The pitch. That'll miss up now 1-0. One ball, no strikes with 1 out. Here's the pitch. That'll miss inside. Take a look at some other scores from across the day. WDA softball. State qualifier, Mandan defeats the Jamestown Blue Jays 4-3. The Braves will qualify for state for the first time in program history. So the number 3 seed defeats the number 5 seed 4-3 in softball out in the WDA. Also a state qualifier earlier today, Bismarck High defeats Williston 16-8. So the Demons also advancing to the state tournament. The 1-2 pitch. 2-2. Here's the 2-2 upcoming. And another strikeout here for Berg. Back-to-back Ks, 2 down here. As coming up to plate for the Valley City Highlanders will be number 30 in Ashlyn Hartzell. As Hartzell here coming up for the freshman. She came in for Jewett at third base. First pitch swinging, hits one on the ground right to McQuillan. McQuillan goes across 6-3 on the putout. That's a 3-up, 3-down inning. First here for Berg since the top of the first inning. We head to the bottom of the fifth next on your liveevent.com.
This is Chris from RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer. This spring has been a trying time, and we may feel everything is out of our control. Please remember to slow down and stay safe this spring. Come home to your families each and every night. Please use this time to make sure your planter is ready to go. Keep downtime to a minimum. When you get into the fields, we are here to help you with any planting issues that may come up. RDK Enterprises, 636-2119 or planterdoc.com.
Bottom of the fifth inning here in Castleton, 11-2 Grand Forks Red River with the advantage currently over the Valley City Highlanders. Valley City hoping that this game goes to 6 on Grand Forks Red River. Looking for 1 run here to put it up and finish it off via the 10-run rule. As the Rough Riders will be sending some pretty good bats to the plate here with Brooklyn Soderberg, McQuillan, and Spidell due up here for Red River. First pitch swinging. This one's going to be hit into right center field, and that's going to drop. Rounding first on her way there will be Soderberg. Takes a big lead around first. And the Rough Riders get their leadoff runner on. So Riley McQuillan due up now for Red River. And McQuillan's been close to hitting a home run, but she does have extra base power as the outfield, especially the left fielder in Berg is playing pretty close to warning track, but this one is popped up. Larson will come into right center, make the catch. 1 pitch, and there is 1 down. So fly out there to center. Ella Spidell, 1 of 2 with a double back in the third, her last at-bat. And it goes to the pitcher here for Jocelyn Berg. So Highlanders 2 outs away from getting this one to the 6th. Runner going to stay put at first base. Well, Soderberg, if she could score, would finish this one in 5 for Red River. The 1-0 pitch upcoming from Larson. This one hit on the air down the left field line, and we'll see how far and how long Brooklyn Soderberg can run. Berg, here's the relay, here's the turn. Suffolk trying to get it in, can't do it, and that's a game-ending base knock here for Ella Spidell. Soderberg comes in to score, and the Grand Forks Red River Rough Riders win it 12-2 today here over the Valley City Highlanders. In a contest that will finish here today in a game that goes 1 hour and 15 minutes. Valley City will finish the season 7-10 on the season, while Grand Forks River will be the 3 seed in the EDC tournament. They will improve to 16-4 on this season. Berg was able to pick up the win while picking up the loss. On the opposite side is Larson. Our post-game show is coming up next, brought to you in part by the Petro Stopping Center here on your liveevent.com.
Red River Valley Speedway, what a great place to let your heart race. Excitement second to none. Every Friday night you're gonna feel alright. Your destination for family fun.
Get ready for racing this Friday night at 7 at the Red River Valley Speedway. Family fun for everyone. This week it's Military Appreciation Night and First Responder Night. Sponsored by FM Drain Cleaning and Services, Leinenkugels, and Finley Motors. For details, log on to RedRiverValleySpeedway.com.
Take your softball or baseball skills to the next level with personalized instruction from the professional staff at the Ball Yard. Their mission is to provide area players, young and old, the opportunity to improve their skills in a professional level facility and to provide a high level of instruction to youth players to help them achieve their goals at the Ball Yard. Come and visit the one place in the Fargo-Moorhead area where it's always summer. For more information, go online to fmballyard.com. That's fmballyard.com.
On our Petro Stopping Center post-game show, the Grand Forks Red River Rough Riders, 12 runs, 13 hits, 2 errors. They leave 4 runners left on base. Valley City Highlanders with 2 runs, 2 hits, an error, and 5 runners left on base here in this one. So the Highlanders fall to 7-10. Grand Forks Red River with their 3rd consecutive state tournament appearance and their 7th in program history. They will be the 3 seed again from the East. This is our Petro Stopping Center post-game show where Red River wins it in 5 innings here today in a game that goes an hour and 15 minutes. The big difference in this one, quite frankly, was the 2nd inning where Valley City took a 2-1 lead, but Red River answered with 4 runs. They would score the next 11 in the game and win it 12-2. The 3-run homer by Ella Nelson was really the difference in this one, as she was able to finish 1 of 2 from the plate with 3 runs driven in here in this contest. Soderberg had herself a nice performance with Ellis Bidell as well, and then the middle of the lineup just did a little bit of everything. Everybody for Grand Forks Red River was able to get on base some way, somehow here in this one. While for the Valley City Highlanders, final games for their respective seniors of Hadley Thorson and alongside with Sydney Larson. The final games for those two as seniors here for Valley City. As the final again, 12-2, Grand Forks River picks up the victory. Still to come, we'll get to West Fargo Cheyenne and Fargo Davies in our next state qualifier, and then Fargo North and West Fargo Cheyenne. Then from there, we'll have Fargo North and West Fargo in the EDC Championship. And then you'll have Cheyenne and Fargo Davies. That game will be our next contest coming up. It's now time to get to our Arctic Enterprises feature precision play the contest. Arctic Enterprises with location in Hillsboro. They thank you for your business for precision planting. Go to planterdoc.com. That's planterdoc.com. In this one, our Arctic Enterprises feature precision play the contest here. Well, going to be a 2-parter here. The pitching performance from Jocelyn Berg, 5 innings of work, 2 hits, 7 strikeouts with 3 walks, and she does give up 2 runs. That was in the first, make that the 2nd inning, but she had herself a pretty nice performance here in the circle today for Berg, and then obviously the play of Ella Nelson, as we alluded to, and the 4 runs in the 2nd and the 5 runs in the 3rd inning. That was the difference maker here in this one. That is our Arctic Enterprises feature precision play the contest. We'll take a quick break, and we come back after this. We'll put a bow on this one as we get you set for Fargo Davies and alongside West Fargo Cheyenne in our 2nd state qualifier next here on YourLiveEvent.com.
Hungry and on the road, Petro Stopping Center in Fargo has got your back. With an impressive lineup of goodies including Popeye's Chicken, Charlie's Cheesesteaks, Cinnabon, Papa John's, and a mouth-watering full-sized restaurant, the Dolly Down Grill, you'll be spoiled for choice. Whether you're a quick pit stopper or looking to settle in for a while, Petro Stopping Center's Fargo location has got you covered 24/7 every day of the week. Cruise on over to their spot just off 45th Street at I-94 and indulge in a feast fit for the road warrior in you.
It's the most prestigious, challenging rewarding tour on dirt. The most wanted, baddest outlaws, and the most powerful late models on the planet. The World of Outlaws
As we continue here on our post-game show, joined us the 3-run homer here from Ella Nelson. That was in the second inning as the Grand Forks Red River Rough Riders pick up the win in 10 today over Valley City, 12-2 in a state qualifier. Ella, congratulations. What does it mean, first and foremost, 3 consecutive years for the program here to make it back to a state tournament?
You know, it's pretty amazing just getting to be out there and have more games, and it's just a good experience for the girls and for the team, so.
What did you see from Jocelyn Berg in the circle? Valley City scores 2 runs in the second, but outside of that, she did a pretty good job finding her location, obviously attacking the strike zone. What did you see from her in this contest?
You know, she did amazing. She was a little sore towards the end, but she worked through it. We were ready with our second pitcher to put her in, but Joss got to work through it, and I think it was a really good opportunity for her.
Yeah, a good quick turnaround too. Obviously, Valley City took a lead briefly, 2-1. You get that 3-run homer. Just take us through your at bat, and once you kind of saw the softball fly out to left, what was kind of going through your mind?
Well, I was just hoping for anything on a base hit. That's all I was going for, but ended up going deep left, and I didn't think it was over. And then I saw the ump's hand go around, and I was pretty happy. So.
And then you're able to add that too with 5 more runs in the third inning. What did you see from your team? Just wanting to make sure you try to find a way to finish it in 5. What did you see from your team? Just kind of being hungry at the plate, putting good at bats together.
You know, we were really hoping to get it done quick, so we succeeded in that, and we were just trying to get out there and get the balls hit.
Final thing for you, Ella, what are you looking forward to most? You're going to be heading to Dickinson to make the state tournament, so a long track from Grand Forks, obviously, to the other side of the state, but what are you looking forward to most once you get out to Dickinson next week?
I think we're just looking forward to the competition and a couple more games with our seniors. So.
Again, the 3-run home run here for Grand Forks Red River with Ella Nelson. Ella, congratulations on the win. Best of luck once you get out to Dickinson.
Thank you.
We'll continue after this here from Castleton.
Meet Blake, the messiest 4-year-old on the planet. He's no ordinary durability tester. Meet SmartStrand, no ordinary carpet. With all pet protection, it's the softest, most durable, easiest to clean carpet on the planet. When Blake's barn got a comfy makeover, SmartStrand came clean, even went up against a 2-ton rhino. Made to withstand all walks of life. Ask for SmartStrand, rhino tested, rhino approved.
Available at Carpet World, carpetworldfargo.com.
Again, your final here on yourliveevent.com, 12-2 Grand Forks Red River over the Valley City Highlanders as they pick up the victory. So Grand Forks Red River will be the 3 seed from the East, meaning our next contest between Cheyenne and Davies, they will be the 4 with West Fargo and Fargo North still to come. We'll take a quick break. When we come back after this on our yourliveevent.com for our next contest, it'll be Davies and Cheyenne. Again, your final here today, Red River picks up the win 12-2 in 5 innings. Game number 5 of 6 today between the Eagles and the Mustangs coming up around the corner here on yourliveevent.com.